For all the fair share of criticism, there is virtue in simply trying and bringing new and radical changes to an industry that's over 100 years old. That is in simply trying things that have been on hold or simply not been tried in hesitation. It's no denying that risks can be prohibitive, but things also don't change unless they are undertaken. That's exactly what Tesla has done yet again with the Cybertruck. In this video, we will look at the steer-by-wire system and some interesting features of the Cybertruck. At the onset, it's not the first company to try it. Every rear steer car is always steer-by-wire. Some Japanese cars have tried it before. NIO has just announced it in its latest release, the ET9 executive sedan. But it certainly looks like the thing to try, particularly with the 48-volt low voltage system that Tesla has brought to the Cybertruck. Let's look at some basics first, and we would love viewers to pitch in with their inputs as they find useful, particularly if they see any error in our understanding or interpretation. At its root, the steer-by-wire system replaces the traditional mechanical steering system and its physical connections, like the steering column connecting the steering wheel to the wheels, with electronic controls like sensors and electronic signals to transmit the driver input. And like in every system, it holds significant trade-offs that need to be weighed well. Starting with the driver control, for and in specific use cases, the effect on the design of the vehicle, space, overall safety, and vehicle performance. And very specifically, when one sees its context with Tesla's well-known emphasis towards making cars fully autonomous. In addition to cruise control and lane assist, besides the regular level 2 autonomy features in vogue, even things like auto park and features like those that have proven elusive thus far could get a new lease of life with the steer-by-wire system. This particularly with the newer types of actuators and sensors that the system could deliver. One of my personal interests is the ability of the car to detect and respond to road conditions, something which is largely absent in the current technologies. And I'm optimistic on the same with an evolving yet well-built steer-by-wire system going forward. On the good side of things, the vehicle could get more nimble and enhance the capability of the steering wheel. On the flip side, the concerns with safety could get even more acute, with probably the most significant replacement of a physical control with an electronic one. From its reliability that will be hard fought for to even unforeseen threats from the cyberspace, especially in the Cybertruck, which would not have any fallback physical alternative. These technologies are quite often developed two steps forward, one step back. The pursuit of reliability and safety could require developing backup states that bring feature redundancy and continued functionality, often giving up on benefits achieved in the first place. Consumer and regulatory confidence comes at a steep price as well. The backup systems put in place could compromise on the space and weight saving achieved initially, and the development cycle will need to be prepared for it. This is just the beginning in a multi-year development cycle with the steer-by-wire in the Cybertruck. Why did Tesla pick the Cybertruck for trying the steer-by-wire? The most likely driver of the decision is the 48-volt low voltage architecture. Besides other reasons, you need far lesser current to operate something at 4 kilowatt peak power output. The higher voltage DC bus allows these kind of technologies which would have never been tried on a 12-volt system. The driving dynamics of trucks are so different from regular cars that it makes them the perfect case to try technologies like these. The required tuning of a steer-by-wire would be far greater in a Model 3 performance compared to the Cybertruck. Not to be mistaken, a truck is expected to do so much more. There will surely be doubts and concerns, particularly when drivers first discover the different kind of steering. No matter how assured the driver is technically, it's just natural for even those in the know to feel the concern for a malfunction every time they are steering a tricky corner or a delicate maneuver, especially a steering wheel that feels like a video game controller. at least to some part. Also, much like regenerative braking and its hold mode, years and years of driver intuition will need to be won over, as the electronically created sense of control will only gradually evolve for the many drivers trying their hands from the one with the physical steering control of decades. Here are some other interesting facts we now know of the Cybertruck. The vehicles currently delivered have no autopilot. It will surely come eventually, but at this point, the Cybertruck is only equipped with traffic aware cruise control. It's a bit strange how Tesla simply ships products that are blatantly incomplete. The follow distance is set using the right scroll wheel on the steering. Interestingly, very much like the Model 3 and Y, and not like the S and X. The features and settings otherwise look very standard Tesla. The 40 amps power share in the Cybertruck bed requires other outlets to be shut when in use. This is probably on account of it sharing the same power conversion system. We will look for a confirmation on this and revert back, but that's the information we currently hold. A number of reviewers have already given high scores to the software, the extremely fast refresh rates of the screen, and I thought of quickly listing here the basic software features as evident. Most of the features are common to most Teslas, but some features are indeed worth mentioning. The Cybertruck has 4 drive modes: Comfort, Sport, Custom, and Off-Road, accessible via the Dynamics menu. The control menu has dedicated options listed for adjusting the ride height and managing the tonneau cover. I also see an option for wading through water. The air compressors for the suspension are used to pressurize the high voltage battery pack for this, the kind of things only Tesla tries and blows away everybody else. There is a dedicated menu for towing and hauling, with a trailer braking boost function for additional power, along with adaptive regenerative braking when towing. The Cybertruck has a recommended daily charging limit of 80% with its NCM chemistry battery. Most of the charging options are standard Tesla options. An outlets option for the power outlets, including the one in the front trunk and the bed. Guess it's 48 volt, but we'll know soon. The outlets probably won't work at a state of charge under 20%. This will annoy many for sure. The Cybertruck has no fog lights. The turn signals, of course, are on the steering wheel with no stalks, much like the Model 3 Highland, along with the ambient light settings, which too is like the Highland. The software response time is incredible. The rearview mirror is removable and available as an option. The trips menu navigation look very standard Tesla, and we will get deeper into this and may even combine it with the Model 3 Highland and assess it for our software rating at some point. It should be fun to spend some dedicated time with the cameras, particularly with a real user perspective for safety, keeping in mind this very unique body and build. Look for that in the future on this channel. When charging the current dual motor trim, it splits the 800 volt system into two 400 volt units for charging on the existing charging infrastructure. Do expect issues with the DC charging initially, and every report on the same is not exactly encouraging thus far. The steer-by-wire is something that users will eventually get used to. The range will be an issue at least initially, as Tesla is yet not shipping the all-season tires as per my understanding, and the listed range is based on the all seasons and not the all terrains currently being rolled out. For reference, the Rivian loses about 40 miles of range on the all terrains in comparison to the all season tires. Kind of tires always have a significant impact on range. Backup reverse cameras are simply the best in Tesla, as anybody driving it may know. The lines are simply where the tires are, a feature almost the entire industry fails on. This is going to be significant in a truck with its large size. The rear steer, as I understand, is currently set at 3 degrees and is promised to update to 10. That will surely make it awesome. Much like the Model 3 Highland, you get a blind spot light in addition to the on-screen alert. The rear view camera will have issues, especially in rains. The cabin noise will be higher than the F-150 Lightning. Driving the Cybertruck will demand some extra attention on part of the driver, especially when it's new for everybody on the road. I would look for drivers moving into my lane and particularly passing and changing lanes around other cars. Expect other drivers to surprise and get surprised. As automotive manufacturers continue to invest in electric and autonomous technologies, steer-by-wire represents a pivotal aspect of the industry's evolution. While it offers exciting opportunities for innovation and efficiency, addressing safety concerns and ensuring a seamless driving experience are paramount for widespread acceptance. As technology advances and standards evolve, steer-by-wire has the potential to redefine how we interact with and perceive our vehicles on the road. Tesla is not the first to try steer-by-wire. What's different is it's the only one which does it without any backup mechanical fallback. This is an exciting product and we'll surely track its developments and make videos on it, bringing you things we like the most and those we don't. Hope you like being a part of them too. Thank you for watching and see you soon in another video on the electrification of transport.